welcome. It's good to have you on board today and live at the Drug Free Project Conversations. I'm here with my partners, the people who make the world tick for us and make things go around. We're here having conversations around making the world a better place, making the world a safer space to live in, talking about life, health, love, and hope. My name is Ife Bamidele from the Drug Free Project, and today I have with me Dr. Tope Shobajo from the Kayode Adamolekun Foundation.
Hello, everyone.
Ms. Fumi Adeoye.
Hello, everyone.
Ms. Debola Fashola.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you very much. So I'm going to be asking a few questions on the Drug Free Project and the Kayode Adamolekun Foundation conversations, the partnerships that we're working around, saving lives, making people live better lives across Ekiti State, Nigeria, and the world at large. Let me start from what it is that we've been doing prior. I mean, before this partnership, both for the Drug Free Project and then for the Kayode Adamolekun Foundation. Maybe I should ask Ms. Adebola, Mr. Adebola, what's been going on with CAF? What are some of the activities that the Kayode Adamolekun Foundation has been doing before now?
All right, thank you. Kayode Adamolekun Foundation have been doing so many things. This year we had a football match with Kayode Adamolekun Foundation and the teachers. We also have medical outreach.
Oh yeah.
And we also have seminars within the schools.
Yeah.
And also
the Live Free seminars.
Yes, the Live Free seminars.
Yeah, okay.
Also we have the Drug Free Club with the students.
Wow.
When
we came up with the ideas of setting up positive peer influence groups in educational institutions, one of the things that I told people was that we have pilot schemes across places. And one of the things that you have done with the school that you currently work with is setting up a positive peer influence group. Alongside this, one of the things that people talk to me about is economic empowerment, that people are using drugs because they're poor, people are doing this because they don't have things that they're doing. So that's why I will be asking Ms. Adeoye, what is it about, like the Kayode Adamolekun Foundation is not just talking to people about, don't use drugs or let's check your health. What's the economic angle or the empowerment angle?
Okay, thank you. At Kayode Adamolekun Foundation, we offer scholarships.
Really?
Yes, to students.
I mean, yes. I still want to be a student. I'm just looking for somebody to fund me. It's Harvard this time around or Oxford, and I hope that you just give me the form and I'm in.
Training. You're welcome. So we do that at Kayode Adamolekun Foundation. Then we also support the less privileged, the aged, and we do empowerment programs for business owners, entrepreneurs. We do a lot of things at Kayode Adamolekun Foundation.
Genuinely, I met the foundation some years ago, and I'm surprised at how the foundation is able to combine the advocacy part with real action. Because genuinely for me, it's about how sometimes all of us see the problem, but we really cannot do much about it. So it's like, I've seen the problem. Somebody comes to meet me and says, I'm doing this because I don't have any other business. There was a young man who met me some 10 years ago, and then he showed me his books. He said, I'm into drug dealing. I'm selling. However, this is the profit margin that I have. Can you introduce me to a business that I can do that will give me this type of profit margin? I told him, you are greedy. You are a thief. There's no business that can give you this type of money. Look for a real business. He says, okay, will you set me up? And I said, I can't set you up. You the same way you set up yourself for this bad one. Go and set up yourself for another good one. Let me ask Dr. Tope Shobajo. I know that you've been very involved with educational institutions. You've also been very involved with young people. So how is the Kayode Adamolekun combining advocacy with action, raising young people who can also work amongst their peers? How do you do that? How does the foundation do it? Because genuinely, people talk about this generation, about how they don't want to do anything, nobody wants to participate, everybody's they're either playing games, betting, playing soccer, or so how is it possible that the team has been able to put people together?
All right, thank you very much for the question. So for us at Kayode Adamolekun Foundation, we have a slogan, catch them young. And that's why we are not starting from the primary school, because children are actually delicate. So we started from the secondary school. So
I'll shock you with the children part when you finish.
So we started from secondary, from GSS 1 to SS3. We decided to, we do other things apart from, the drug abuse. But everything we do is still centered on drugs and stopping drugs, the use of drugs. So we have like a drug-free club with secondary schools, and we started with a local government in Ikiti, although we are moving to another local government, Talk is, cheap.
That's
but
right.
we need to tell these children from GSS1, wanted to be peer educators against the use of drug abuse. Tell somebody that do not use drug. And one thing is, when we go for meetings, we just don't go and talk. We have, visuals. We go with biscuits, we go with drinks. So everybody wants to join. So the same
thing that they're going to use to entice them to use.
Yes.
You also go
so it's not a boring
session
at all. And we actually tell them, go back to your classes to tell other people. So we have issues with some of them will say, my dad is sending me to do this, and am I supposed to disobey? So we have a problem in the society from the family.
Wow.
Some of these things we talk about it, but if you are not close to these children, you don't know what exactly they are going through. So for us at Kayode Adamolekun Foundation, we talk a lot, but we see that, these students, we need to now go into our schools to talk to them. And however, you get there and see that some of them don't even have good school uniforms, they don't have shoes.
So you now support them with the school uniform, with the shoes. So you're not just saying say no to substance abuse. You're also saying whilst you are saying no to substance abuse, I will also help you get a school shoe.
Yes. So in view of that, you now see that almost all the students in the school want to come for drug-free meeting. We have to start saying we cannot accommodate everybody.
So you are not picking and choosing.
There's something to eat during the meeting. That alone will entice anyone. And we are not just saying don't do this. We actually teach them what drug is, what is this. So for next semester or next term, we are bringing NDLA to show them some of these, drugs. Let them see these substances, that it is real in our society. And we're also going to teach them taking them on digital skills.
Oh, yeah.
So the Kayode Adamolekun Foundation already have like an ICT center in the present school that we are in. We have computers, we have a generator.
And that was built by an individual?
It was built by the foundation.
Yes, the foundation.
It was built by the foundation.
In a public secondary school?
Yeah, in a public school, in Isegba Community Grammar School. So of our club members, you are not just teaching you. We want you to see what these drugs look like. Then you're not just there. We're also empowering them on
something. So that's one of the things that we say with the drug-free project that we're working around. We're trying to see how people can have skills that they also have. Because one of the reasons that people use substances is because they're not busy. They're not doing anything. And so having ICT skills is also something that can keep people busy, also help them to have resource, and that way it becomes easier for them to be able to say no. The person is doing something, and so it means that they can work hard. Now,
I was also going to mention that we also function in sports. As much as
an alternative to drugs.
Yes, as an alternative to our drug-free project 3.0 is playing for a drug-free community, society. In the, I can't remember the local government right now. The secondary schools, they have played a tournament. That was the project.
I think Boeing local government.
Yes. All the secondary schools, they Agbado, they played the football tournament competition among the secondary schools.
And it was a leave drug-free competition.
And it was a leave drug-free competition.
So you are also communicating saying no to drugs through sports.
Yes.
So we're using alternatives.
And presently, we already built a pavilion in a secondary school in the local government, so that we are not just saying sit in a class, read your books. We are saying you can play football and still be safe. You can do sport and still be safe. You can learn digital skills and still be safe. All we are saying is say no to drugs and say yes
to life. That's really nice, and I think that genuinely the partnership is expected to be able to reach the number of people that we're looking forward to reaching. At the Drug Free Project, our desire is to be able to reach 20 million people. And that's a lot. But the funny thing is that from the data from the UNODC and the NDLEA, there's about 16 to 18 million people in Nigeria who currently use a particular substance. So if we're able to get 20 million people and up to 1 million signatures who say no to drugs through the drug-free pledge, we think that we'll have moved one notch. We like what the Kayode Adamolekun Foundation is doing here in Taiwan. We're hoping that we'll be able to replicate it across board. But one of the questions that I'm going to ask Dr. Tokoshi, I'm still going to ask you some of the other questions. And I'm going to ask Dr. Tokoshi is the funding question. Everywhere that we go to as a drug project, and when we went together as well to one of the government agencies and parastatals, one of the questions that people are asking everywhere is, you say you're going to go to 36 states of the Federation. We're going to go to the Federal Capital Territory. Drug free project, we've done Osun, Oyo, and Ekiti at this time. We're going to Lagos, Ogun, and Ondo in the next month. And over the course of the remaining months, in October, we're in Maiduguri. We have appointments in Minna, in Kogi, and across the country. So the question is, where the money they come from?
All right. So drug issues is not cheap. So I would say that as much as we have a founder, but we have a volunteer platform.
You have a founder.
We have a founder.
Oh, yeah.
But we have a volunteer platform.
Shout out to Engineer Kayode Adamolekun. You have started. I mean, you have ended this question. Okay, you have a founder. You want to continue? Okay, God bless the founder.
I'm going to still mention it. We have a founder, we have volunteers, and we have sponsors. So we have a volunteer and sponsor platform. Yeah. We have what we call diaspora volunteers. We have those in Nigeria. So when we have a project, what we first do is, these are our projects, kindly support. So the 1,000 naira, the 500 naira from even volunteers. And I will say, everything is not money. The founder is not here today, but we are here.
That's right.
So sometimes we see the money, the resource, the people,
human resource,
really important.
Access.
So I'm going to say CAF means Kayode Adamolekun Foundation. So our founder is called Engineer Kayode Adamolekun. He's the founder, but I will say that founder, but we have volunteers and sponsors, diaspora, his friends, people that we reach out to and all. So if he's like giving us a particular percentage, but I'll tell you that every volunteer is also supporting, either financially, or you're supporting physically, or you're supporting with your resources. Somebody is teaching digital skill. For the volunteers and for the drug-free club, they go to support, to be there physically as facilitators. So it's not just about money. The resources, resources is important. The money is also important. It is not cheap.
I am also part of those who founded. Well, I founded Drug Free Project, but I'm not that type of founder. I'm a founder that is one of my mentors. I'm looking forward to some type of founder, but me, I don't have the I can't be founder. So
one thing he also believes is that you can have a lot of money.
That's right.
And most of the crime that we have around us
can swallow that money. Someone can just come shoot you because the person is wasted. So he would always say, why not spend this money to help to the right
cause? And that is why he's dedicated. The support. The volunteers we have also are like dedicated, and they already support. The 1,000, I always say 1,500 naira is very, very
That's
important.
what we are doing. There's a campaign that we're doing now. It's called 1,000 for 1,000. Where we're asking 1,000 people to give us just 1,000 naira. And that's 1 million. And I mean, and who knows? There may be somebody who may be able to do more than the 1,000. And there may be somebody who may be willing to do $1,000 or more. The president just approved $100,000 for Falcons each, and their coaches.
I hope they get it.
I they give $1,000 to me on the Drug Free Project. Before, as I close, I just want each of us on the table to speak about our closest experience with substance abuse. Somebody that because in all of my conversations, everybody that I've met knows somebody or has felt it one way or the other. There was one picture or image that we put up. It says addiction is a family disease. It's either you are involved or you are affected by it. There's somebody somewhere around you that is connected to that conversation. Nobody escapes it totally. Either a roommate, a neighbor, a family member. So the question will be, I'll just go from you. What do you think where's your closest point of connection with addiction or substance abuse?
Thank you. I have somebody. He's a friend, but he's not really a friend, a neighbor. He's addicted to it.
Wow. Do you know the particular substance? You're not sure?
Yeah, I'm not sure of it because once he takes it, I don't even know what it takes.
Is.
Yes. But when he takes it, I would like talk to him. This is not good. At least abstain from it. Try your best.
So what are you looking forward to for that person?
I'm looking forward to him to stop and to say yes to his future, so that he will be a better person, because at time it will affect his mental health.
So this person has like lucid moment. There's a time when they're fine and everything is going on, and there's another time when they have used the drugs, they're just no longer themselves.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I don't know. I hope that they get help, and I hope that you can give them help. Yes. Okay. What's your closest one?
Okay, I used to have a neighbor.
Wow. We all have somebody,
yes.
Everybody has somebody that they know.
He was so high on drugs and it became so bad.
Wow.
It became so bad. And, with the help of... And I can tell you that was why I had to join the Kayode Adamolekun Foundation.
Really?
the founder really helped us in rehabilitating him.
Myself and Dr. Tope, we've been talking about rehabilitation recently, and in average rehabilitation centers around Nigeria, between 500,000 and 1.5 million per month.
Yeah.
The cheapest is about 500K.
Yes.
Cheapest. I mean, in most standard rehabilitation centers, it's $1 million, 1.2, 1.3 for a month. Imagine people who are there for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. There's a gentleman who we're talking about with the team, and he's been in and out of rehabilitation for 6 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this my particular neighbor, he was there for like 4 months.
Wow. The boy is fine now.
He's fine.
Because that's very important for me. Sometimes people talk to me. I spoke to one of the very top people in leadership in Nigeria, and when I spoke about the drug-free project, the person lamented and said, Ife, my worry is that people go into rehabilitation and then they come back to this thing. That's my fear. I'm happy with what you are doing with prevention, with advocacy, but this rehabilitation part, I'm not sure whether it works. And testimonials like this
It works.
help people to believe,
It works.
help people to support their family members, people who have given up. Because there's a gentleman who I was called about on Sunday when we had our volunteers training. Thank you to Kayode Adamolekun Foundation, Mr. Femi Babafemi, Director of Media and Advocacy, who came in as well, and Dr. Adedotun Ajiboye, who came into the volunteers training to speak to our people. But immediately after the volunteers training, a parent was calling me and saying, my son just came back from rehabilitation. Wow. And less than 24 hours after that rehab, he has started using again. I am tired.
It's because the substance is everywhere.
It's everywhere. At every corner.
It's everywhere. It's at every corner. So coming back from rehab does not necessarily mean that you won't take it again, because it is not heavy, it's not light. It can be around us here. So and all it takes is to smell it again. If it is if it's like you're smelling. Then
what about the ones that are not being smelled? What about the pills and all that?
So rehabilitation, it takes a personal conviction and taking the person not to go back to it.
I'm sure.
Okay, let me just take to Tope's closing. I mean, your closest experience, and then maybe we'll just give you
I have an uncle that had the issue of drugs, but my grandma died in 2013. I went for burial, and I would say after the burial was my uncle's 50th birthday, the day after. And we had to sing happy birthday to my uncle. Yeah. He just came back from rehab. He was not at the burial. Wow. And all of us, happy birthday, uncle, happy birthday. In my mind, like, is this for real? So the family managed that situation. It was 50. I'm sure he had started since when he was young. Wow. Yeah, there was money. I'm sure money finished, because rehabilitation is not cheap. That's one of it's not cheap at all. Wow. And it takes everybody in the family, your sister, your brother, your uncle. Now I'm his niece and I'm talking about it. So everybody in the family is connected to it. Wow. So I will always say that it's a showstopper. And most of the time,
I take that one from you. Addiction is a showstopper. I mean, like it can.
It just stops everything that you're supposed to do. Yeah. Your future is, it's just
on hold. Whether you're a doctor, engineer, lawyer,
is like,
professor.
You need to stop. You need to stop it. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're coming back from rehab. The next day you can
be on your way back.
You can be on your way back. So it's not easy. I have been addicted to Coca-Cola, and I understand what it takes for me to have this stomach. I say, I don't want to die. And so addiction is not easy, but rehabilitation is not cheap. Financially, the resources, the family, the people, everyone will be connected. The pain, the society, the stigmatization. We live in a society where everybody will say, that person don't play with this person. So that is it for me. And I will always still say, don't start, because sometimes when you start with people, those other people can move on.
And you may not be able to. They leave you behind.
They leave you behind. Wow. And you get stuck. So I will say, all of us, fingers are not equal. So if finger A is doing one thing, doesn't necessarily mean that finger D should do the same thing.
Yeah. Right. Thank you very much for the collaboration, for the support.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to working with the team. Definitely. I mean, genuinely, my team is pumped. We speak with the Drug-Free Project family, and we're so excited to be able to partner with the Kayode Adamolekun Foundation, as well as our other teams and families who are willing to do this with us. Let me especially thank the Grid Studios for being leaders in media and communication, leading this conversation around making people stay drug-free, living a healthier life. Thank you for running around studio for us and making it happen. For me, it is important because drug abuse can change your life. That's something that I say. From a very cool guy, making things work and happen to somebody who cannot even recognize themselves.
Yeah.
The woman called me and said, I have a 47-year-old husband in rehabilitation. My life is going down the drain. I've never worked because this guy, I married him as a pastor. So we're going from parish to parish, and suddenly drugs came in. They let him go away from the church. And so we no longer have anything to hold on to. Started selling family property. His family members don't want to see him. We have lost 2 children out of 4. Our life is no longer the same. They called me from the hospital. That was what she told me. And I told them, I don't have a husband. When I interviewed the PRO to NDLA in Ekiti State, Mr. Ife Bamidele, he said clearly that one of the days that pained him was when a mother saw the child and said, "Cost is the day that I gave birth to you, or that I conceived you." Now, I think it was Dr. Adedotunmu Ajiboye. Cost is the day that I conceived this child. You can imagine how painful a mother can be.
Everyone is involved.
To cause the day that they met their child. Whatever it is that we're doing that will make a parent cause the day of conceiving a child, that's a very painful thought. I want to ask parents, family members, and friends to support people who currently use and want to stop. And for those who have never used, please stay safe, stay drug-free, say no to drugs, and say yes to your future. Have a beautiful day, and thank you very much for listening. Take good care of yourselves.
Thank you.
Thank you.